Hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, how y'all doing? Coming to you from the Avon Park Aero Modelers Club. Gonna take up the FMS PITTS 1400 millimeter or 1.4 meter wingspan. She's a 6S bird. I'm running a 4000 right dead in the middle of the battery tray, and of course the battery tray goes way up into the nose. I've also done the mod where I've added a wooden dam down behind the edge of the battery tray in case that battery was to fall backwards, it'll hit that blockage I've got and won't fall out, because the PITTS has two itty bitty little plastic nubs that hold that battery tray in. They slide up over that nub and you hear it click into place. But the thing about it is, over time, sliding that tray in and out, the nubs wear down, and the next thing you know, you're flying and that big old brick falls to the back of your plane, and now you have a very bad day. So we don't want that. Wind is now about 5 miles an hour or higher directly across the runway, so it really doesn't really matter. It's kind of out of the west, so I'll be approaching from that direction, from the east into the wind. And so my rates today, going to do mid-range right off the bat, which are 85% with 20% expo. My high rates are 100% with 20% expo, and my low is 70% with 20% expo, and that is all the way around. All right, motor on, timer is set for 5.5 minutes. You know what, I'm going to break that back because that's set for a 5000 battery. Let me take that back to 5 minutes even, since I'm running a 4000 instead. All right, we're at 5 minutes now. Okay. Now with this plane here, you want to let her run off the deck when you're coming in for a landing. You want to run her off the deck as close to the ground as you can to bleed off that speed, and don't let her touch until she's almost at a stall. Otherwise, she's famous for a lot of bounce. So, all right. And here we go. Got the easy lights on the gear. Basically, it's an aerobatic plane, but I kind of like just cruising around with her. Such a good looking plane. Here, we're going to turn out towards the highway. Like I say, I'm in mid rates. So she does have a very nice roll, even at 85% throws. All right, no flaps. I mean, I guess I could program flaperons, but I've never been really good at flaperons. Yeah. All right. Get her turned around here. Just plain this, you think, well, it's a 1.4 meter wingspan. That's not that big. She's a lot. The size is deceiving. She's actually a very big plane, but she can be very floaty too. All right, here we go.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
Oh, the sun's actually coming out. A little bit of a knife edge here. Upward climbing one. All right. I'll bring her by right at us here. Love the white stripes underneath that wing. All right.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
There we go. Let's get her turned around here. That bird's like, that thing is strange looking. It's moving, it's flying without flapping its wings. That's the devil. All right. So you can see the grass is fairly thick. All right, let's get turned around. We're going to do grass hops this time. All right. Here we go. All right, we're gonna land her in the grass. Bring her back, taxi her back over to the runway.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
With it, given the stance of that landing gear and how the tail, just the configuration, she's actually quite stable. Little squirrely on takeoff as far as on the runway, and this runway is like grease. I mean, it is super slick right now, so you got to be on that rudder. We're going to take off one more time. Yeah, you got to be on that runner. That was all. That could have been bad. See, I jinxed myself. I said you got to be on that rudder, and look what I did. There we go. Well, we got enough for one more. My poor camera lady's like, come on, my back is killing me. Just one more, baby, just one more. Through the water, got a little rooster tail there. All right, we're gonna get on this side of the runway this time.
Time remaining 1 minute.
It's a good flying plane. Now its size and power can be a little intimidating at first, but once you get her in the air, you're like, oh, this is a sweetheart. And it is. Little Tokyo slide there.
Motor off.
Motor off. All right, we still had 30 seconds, but that's good enough. 4.5 minutes. Let's take a look. Tried to get my radio too set. And I want to show you, let me check the voltage, how much gas is in the tank first. But if you see, this is not stock, but FMS, you need to do this. This is just a piece of wooden, like an old motor mount that you could take a large piece of foam block or whatever, but I hot glued that on there. You make it just behind that lip of the front of the canopy, because that battery could slide back, and battery's about maybe an inch in from it. If it slides back, it's not going to go any further than that, and keep your battery from going south on you, and all of a sudden your CG shifts dramatically. All right, let me pull my checker out. All right, this is not a smart ESC and not a smart checker, and crazy pilot. So, oh gosh, I still got 67% left. To show you the battery, you can see the battery goes up in there on that tray. Okay, you can see that tray how up there. Well, I'm going to pull that out. Okay, and I want you to listen. Okay. All right, I'm pulling it out. Now listen closely. Hear that click? I'm going to do it again. That click? All right. If you listen over time, that click gets less and less and less. And if you look on the tray, there's these two little points there. Well, the tray clicks over that and holds that in place and keeps this whole big old heavy battery from sliding around. Well, those little plastic nipples are going to wear off, but that's where I've got that battery. Well, those little nipples there, they're on both sides. They're going to wear off, okay, or wear down, and all of a sudden your battery's going to slide back. So this is why you do that mod, to hold that battery in place and keep it from sliding back. Anybody who gets this plane, you'll probably be okay the first couple of flights, but get it done. Get it done. Get it done. All right, well, there you go. That is the FMS PITTS. And folks, I'm 5'10", about 200 something pounds, and just give you an idea of the size of this plane. She's not small. I mean, her mass, look how thick that fuselage is. It's a big plane. So definitely 6S plane. Well, folks, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all. And don't forget, faith, family, and friends, them planes. Bye-bye.